What is going on, everyone? I'm so sorry for the last video. We had got kicked out. We are here again, and now we're going to start over from the beginning because apparently I recorded it without audio. So we're going live. We're talking about worry. Worry is something we all struggle with. Watch today's live in order to understand how worrying can be stopped with just a little bit of work. So let me tell you a story. About 4 months ago, I was working at NBC as a software developer. I was known as a developer, the go-to developer on all voice applications like Alexa and Google Home. And I was working on some bigger projects at the time, like big projects that take tons of time and tons of time to create, usually months of development work. Now, the team I was on and my manager had this core belief that what our team's job was to make small applications just to test the concept. We call this a proof of concept. Makes sense, right? Now, those things are good to prove an idea, but they do not allow us to make an application in which money can be made. And in business, making money is the one thing that matters over the long term. So as my contract was coming up, I went to the VP and asked to be converted to a full-time employee with benefits. Long story short, she told me no. At this point, I really believed that I would have no problem whatsoever getting converted into full-time, as there was a need for my skill set and I was doing a good job, which was confirmed by multiple people, not just me being cocky. So as soon as I heard this, I became worried. Thoughts of when I was jobless for 14 months came right back up to the surface. Thinking like, how hard would it be for me to get a job? And I was thinking I would have to move back home because I could not afford the rent to live here in Manhattan. And I was thinking things like, would my girlfriend and friends stop hanging out with me because I do not make money on them anymore? That's the thing about worry. The more you let worry have control, the more it spawns other thoughts that are also worrisome. Each worrisome thought increases the likelihood of getting another one. And that second one is followed by a third and fourth, each one being more worrisome than the other. Now, luckily, I read the book Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman. This is a book that tells you how to control your emotions and understanding them. And it was actually a huge inspiration for the book that I wrote. Now, there's a two-step process for overcoming anxiety and worry, and let me explain what I did. The first thing is you need to distract yourself of the worrisome thoughts. If you keep ruminating on those worrisome thoughts, you will just keep feeling anxiety and not be able to focus or sleep. And that's exactly what was happening to me. So I started right away, hanging with friends. Watch a comedy skit, anything that I could do to take my mind off of it, like meditation or relaxation. All of these things helped me take my mind off of the thing I was worrying about. And now that I was in this relaxed state, I could be much clearer. The second step here is to conflict those thoughts, to challenge them with everything you have. Oftentimes, just worrying allows us to think the thoughts we have are actually real. And as we know with the law of attraction, what you think is what you will attract. So if you keep worrying about the negative thoughts, then you will have trouble with them. You will be attracting them into your life. So I asked myself questions like, what's the worst that can happen? I would not have a job. I would have to move back home. But what are the chances of that happening? So I asked myself things like, what could I do to reduce the chances of that slim thing happening? So I thought of a couple things. I could ask people at my job if they knew anyone at other companies that were hiring. I could ask people at my own company if other departments were hiring. I updated my resume, my LinkedIn. I started emailing people that could potentially help me. I applied to a bunch of jobs. Now, I realized that I have so much control over my problem because I have tons of action steps I can do to better it. The worry instantly disappeared. I was able to focus on my job and on my job search to get a new position without any issues. So after all this, I had 3 job offers that were all better than the current job that I had. I selected one that I thought I would enjoy the most, and that's where I'm working now. If I did not stop worry right in its tracks, I would probably have struggled to even get a job in the first place. And I would have attracted negative things into my life. So I'm glad to show. So I'm glad to share this story with all of you. I hope that you take it and realize that worry is something you can control, no matter how bad it gets. Guys, listen, my goal for this quarter by January 1st, 2019 is to have 1,000 subscribers, and I need your help. You, the one viewer that's watching this, I need you to share this video with as many people as you can. Post it in Facebook groups, post it wherever you can. Please, I need your help to reach more and more people. So only with your help can I do this. So like this video, subscribe, comment, whatever you have to do. And remember that no matter what you are facing, whether it's anxiety, anger, worry, you can overcome it with just a little bit of action. Sorry for the first time. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.